Yo, what up P.V.R. Lyfe fans out there? This is your boy Brandon back with another video. So today what I'm going to do for you guys is review this album right here. The Game documentary 2.5, but he's saying it's disc 2. This album came out October 16th, so about a month ago, and I actually bought it at the store the day it came out, but I haven't even played any song off of this yet. So a lot of people are saying this album's better than the first album, or the first documentary 2 disc. So I'm kind of curious to check it out. I've just been kind of lazy putting it out, so I'm about to get into it for you guys, and then I'll give you my P.V.R. Lyfe album rating at the end of this video. So this is what the album looks like. It's a blue disc. This is him chilling with the gun by all his J's. Alright, so we're about to get into this album right here. I'm about to play it all the way through, and then I'll let you guys know what I think of it. You guys ready to get into it? Let's go.
Yo, gang, you don't really tell that story about what happened to you and 50, huh?
Nah, man, it's been so long, fuck that shit.
Yeah, sometimes it's best to leave the past in the past, but y'all was such a good team, man. Why don't you tell me?
Yeah, so basically, 50 was on Hot 97 and shit with Olivia, Lloyd Banks.
Alright guys, so I just got done listening to the documentary 2.5, disc 2 of documentary 2. If I could describe this album in 1 or 2 words, I would say West Coast. Compared to disc 1, not saying disc 1 wasn't West Coast, but disc 2 definitely had more of a West Coast sound. It was kind of like a throwback to 90s hip-hop that I grew up on when like Death Row was on top. You had Snoop, Dogg Pound, Dr. Dre, Tupac, Ice Cube. So he used a lot of elements from that time period. One thing I noticed he used is the radio skit that Snoop Dogg and the Dogg Pound used a lot of W Balls there. The DJ Easy Dick and W Balls. I thought that was kind of cool, man. It was kind of like a cool little throwback tribute to that time period. It started off kind of slow for me, but it started to pick up steam right around the song with Nas called The Ghetto. That song, I was like, okay, I'm starting to feel it now. So after that song, he has a track with Lil Wayne on it. That song was pretty good too as well. Lil Wayne, he does the hook. One of the songs after that kind of stood out was Last Time We Seen featuring Scarface. Like that song, it was kind of dope to me because he was talking about Tupac, who is my favorite rapper of all time. He's kind of giving a tribute to Tupac in this song. And Scarface, you know, he's a OG in the game too, so he worked with Tupac before. It's kind of good to hear that song and how they still pay homage to Tupac. A few other notable tracks that I liked were Quick's Groove. I think that was a good song. Has that DJ Quick sound, which I like. Outside, produced by Travis Barker. That was a good track, very West Coast. It had E40 on there, who is another OG in the game and one of my favorites. Up on the Wall, this song right here, definitely the beat on there to me was fire. I really like that song. The lyrics, it featured YG Problem and Ty Dolla $ign on the hook. Sex skit on there, which was kind of funny. It's kind of like a throwback, reminds me of Dr. Dre's Chronic album. I think the young kids will like that one. DJ Mustard beat My Flag, The Homies, it was alright, nothing really special. And then Moment of Violence, that song was alright, didn't really care for it too much. So those 2 tracks right there, they blend together well. The Flag, My Homies to Moment of Violence, those 2 songs, they're sequenced very good. To me, it doesn't add or take away anything from the album. Then it goes into Like Father, Like Son Part 2, which I feel like that was a dope track. That to me was one of the better songs on this album. It had that same kind of feel as the first time you heard Tupac's Dear Mama, where you were like, okay, it's a little bit softer track, but you can feel like the emotion in that track, and I can definitely feel it on this Like Father, Like Son too. It even has some vocals by his sons on there. Busta Rhymes is back again. Same hook, but he sounds a little bit older on this song. But overall, to me, that was probably one of the better songs. Dear Mama Part 2 for the fathers. The last song on the album is Lyfe. To me, this song is one of the best songs on there. The only song that really doesn't have a feature on it. To me, this song was good because Game, he's talking that real. That's one of the things that I like, is when rappers spit that real, and this track Lyfe, definitely he's spitting that real, so definitely one of the better songs on the album. You guys ready for my P.V.R. Lyfe album rating? Check it out, and I give it So I give this album 4 records. To me, it's a must listen. Well, if you're a gangster rap fan. Gangster rap is a genre that I grew up on, so to me, I say it's a must listen. It's hard for me to give it that classic yet because it takes time for an album to be classic. A classic to me is an album that stands the test of time. Even on these classic albums, there's songs that I don't really like as much as some of the other songs, just because it has like a few songs that you're like, okay, I probably wouldn't play it too much. You can't say an album is not a classic because of that. Even though I'm reviewing this album as a whole album, it's actually disc 2 of the documentary 2. So I would have to say as a whole in the future, it's definitely going to be a classic. And when they refer to documentary 2, we're talking about disc 1 and disc 2. So the top 5 songs on disc 2 in no particular order to me are Last Time You Seen, Quick Groove, Up on the Wall, Lyfe, and Like Father, Like Son Part 2. The Ghetto with featuring Nas, produced by will.i.am, is an honorable mention. It's definitely one of the better songs on this album. So that's my overall view on disc 2 of the documentary 2. Pretty good. I think as a whole, disc 1 and disc 2 will go down over time as a classic. And also on a side note, this album, documentary 2, disc 1 and disc 2, is released independently, and for Game to put out this quality material as an independent artist and get all these high features and get all these hot producers, that tells you that Game, he definitely put in his time, and he's definitely well respected in the hip-hop community. Props to Game. Hope you guys enjoyed my review for disc 2 of documentary 2. Let me know in the comment section what you guys thought about this album. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my channel with all your friends. This is your boy Brandon, P.V.R. Lyfe, signing off. Peace.